This was my 4th year as Pender Sterling's trophy girlfriend. He got bored and asked to break up. I planned Ed to do my usual routine, cry, scream, threaten to end it all, just like countless times before, perform deep devotion, satisfy his ego. But then floating text appeared in the air before my eyes. The comments. They said Spencer were serious. This time he had fallen for someone else. This was truly the last time we would meet. Instantly, I went silent. I shed a few silent tears while using my pinky finger to hot the stack of cash on the floor, rolling it into my palm and tucking it deep into my sleeve. The male lead is for real. This time, the female still thinks he is flooding. Yeah, he just wants to dump her to chase our princess. If he keeps cleaning, it is just pathetic. I saw these folding comments 3 minutes ago, right when Spender mentioned breaking up. Usually when Spender threatened breakup, he was just throwing a tantrum, wanting to see me back and say I couldn't live without. I had just brought up some tears ready to wail when the text blocked the sound in my throat. I looked up. The man in front of me was as a Michelle as ever in a black dresser, tea-cuffed perfectly. But the watch on this wrist wasn't the patty for lip, but I bought him for his birthday last year. There was a modest Mirage brand, a brand the old never would have touched. The comments continued. She has zero self-awareness. Can you see K-face? Take the money and get lost. Girl, I looked into Spencer's eyes as I had memorized over the last 3 years. This time I didn't need to see the disgust. The ice that used to fake affection no longer held my reflection. In that moment, I knew the comments were real, so I choked back the sea I had prepared. Boys came out rapier than intended. So how much is the severely end package Spencer throws? Clearly not expecting that question. He pulled out a stack of bills and threw them into the air. Red $100 bills rained down on the floor. He looked at me cully, waiting for my reaction. I pursued my lips instead. There the text called rather for my eyes. Pick K it up. This is your last chance to cash out. The male lead sees her true colors. Now he is humiliating her on purpose. He finally realizes that everyone else just wants his money. Only our princess is pure and uncorrupted. But didn't she date him for 3 years? Breaking up the ugly? Is the Mal really good? What do you know? She is just a gold digger. She took the money. He has no right to talk about dignity. As long as you alive, you have a right to dignity. While the comments argued, I had already squatted down, gathered the scattered bills, organized them melee, and placed them in my purse. The comments were harsh that they were right about one thing. This was my last payday from Spencer. I had to make it count. Maybe my skill and go technique was too professional. When I turned to leave, I glanced back and saw Spencer. Space was striping with darkness. 3 years of intense training almost made me instinctively tear up and profess my love. But then more mocking comments folded. By snap it out of it, bit my lip and said, Dolly, or should you leave first? Spencer didn't. He stormed out, face called his ice. I watched his back thinking about the designer bags and jewelry he gave me over the years. My heart actually ate. Only now did I dar. Let the tears blow my vision. This might really be the last time. Goodbye, Spender. Sterling. Whoa, why does the supporting female look actually hard? Broken she only care about money. Why is he crying like that? I saw the comments and quickly wiped my face, but I looked up. Spencer had turned around in the distance. He was looking at me. His expression complicated, terrified he might ask for a refund. I turned sideways and power walked away. My white skirt R stepped into a loose paving stone, splashing dirty mud all over the toe. I admit my exit was a bit messy, but at least I got away safely that night in my rental apartment. I counted cash while sending out resumes. I deposited the $7,000 sponsor gave me immediately after leaving his gated community. If had given me just $3,000, I would have hit my savings goal of $500,000. The economy is bad. I didn't dare invest in stocks. I put it all in CDs, low interest, but zero risk. After balancing the ledger, I lay on the bed and finally had time to be sad. I missed the money, sure, but I missed Spencer too. When I graduated, I got